welcome to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of this curriculum. This is a little angel reader by Stone Tablet Press. So this is like a series. What I have here is B, but they have A, B, C, and D. So I'm going to link the website in the description and you guys can check it out to see which one can fit your child. And if you want to buy all of it, they have an option for you of getting the teacher's manual as one book. So it'll be the teacher's manual for A, B, C, and D. Or you can just, try it out with just one level. So I have here the teacher's manual, the reader, and the workbook. So I'm just going to open the teacher's manual first, I guess. Okay, I'm trying to get everything, but sorry, it's a little bit cut off. Yeah, I'll just fold it. So here is just introduction. It tells you about the different levels for the reader, the different features of the reader, features of the workbook, daily instruction time, approximately 35 to 40 minutes. That I guess would be the average maybe, but you can take however much time you want to take. Okay, it talks about here daily lessons, some of the activities they have. So they have art and craft projects, word games, riddles or puzzles, chalkboard activities, movement or kinesthetic activities, handwriting and spelling, learning to mastery, multi-sensory activities. They do have some spelling in here and some suggestions for teaching spelling, handwriting. This page, it tells you all about phonics and what is phonics, breaks down phonics for you, how you know if your child is ready to read, and then reading instruction from grades 3 and up. This scope and sequence breaks down all 4 books. So it's, it's the scope and sequence for reader A, B, C, and D. So the phonics, structural analysis, vocabulary, comprehension, auditory skills, and study skills for each of those levels. Here it talks about the placement. So if you have a slower reader or slower learner, well, I'm just reading what it says, guys. A slower learner, according to them, reader A, first grade in the fall, first grade in the spring for reader B, reader C, second grade in the autumn, reader D, second grade in the spring, or an average student or a fast learner. So, it depends. Talks about placement tests and maybe some reading disabilities someone may have. All right, so now I'm going to go into the lesson plans. So this is not like a scripted thing like, say this, say that, say this, say that. But it's just telling you, just read this beforehand, basically. Because it says, informed students are going to play a game. So, but some curriculums, it'll say, hi guys, we're going to play a game. Or like, okay, maybe not like that, but it'll say something like that, But just read that beforehand. You're going to play a little game. And then you have some action words, alphabetical order, writing the alphabet, the workbook, page to do. And that will be it for, that particular lesson. So here is the next lesson. And B2, it just means that this is, book B. And anyway, this is that lesson. And then at the end, it will tell you, okay, let's do this workbook page. So, actually, let me say, so in the beginning, you're going to read from the reader. So here's the reader, it says pages 3 and 4. So they're going to read these words and these sentences. And then you're going to do the lesson. And we use the letter, those letter pieces. Let me go get them. 1 second. So like these that you get off of Amazon. I don't know the exact ones I have because my sister-in-law got them for us. But if you just search on Amazon, they have like these kind of things. I think it tells you to use like index cards, but it's more fun for kids when they have like stuff like this. So that's why we like to use these kind of things. Okay, so then after you do your lesson, it says workbook B, pages 4 and 5, and then, you know, it tells you. So then you go to the children's workbook. And this is page 4 that they're going to do, and then page 5. And that's it for that particular lesson. So they do have some other lessons here where, like this one, they're going to read a longer story. So this particular one, they still review the other pages. Okay, so they're still reviewing, you know, the words that they learned in a previous lesson to help them, of course, with fluency. But for this particular one, it's they're going to read The Little Red Hen. And if you guys saw this page, yes, it is a Catholic program. And so they do have some, you know, Jesus related readings. They do have some like Bible stories, and they have like pictures of angels. They have a story about an angel, little angel. Let's see, they have a story in here about Moses and a trip to Rome. So here they have the Pope. But they also have like there's other stories mixed in, like kind of like every other story. So that's what the reader looks like. So anyway, I'm just showing like a different lesson here. So they're gonna read The Little Red Hen, and then they have comprehension questions to do, and they have the workbook page to do as well. So let me just get the workbook page. So here's the workbook page they would be doing. And it's talking about the story. They're reading these words and circling which one it goes with. And then they have this activity. So sometimes some of the lessons seem a little bit long. So you can divide it up into 2 days if you want. It doesn't say it in the curriculum, but I'm just telling you. If it feels like, okay, this is a little long, just divide it up. And here, this part we really like. You write these sentences on the board and you give your child like some pieces of paper. They write the sentences themselves, and then they get to draw a picture. So they're just going to read it. You don't tell them what it says or anything. They just read it and they draw a picture of what they're reading. So here's an example. And my daughter wanted to do a cover, but she didn't want to color the cover in when the rabbit was bored. And so these are the sentences here, and then she just drew what she was reading. The end. And then they do have like some lessons that have an art project that you can do. Like this one was drawing an angel and putting glitter on it and stuff like that. So yeah, they do have a mix of different things that you can do. They have spelling tests that you can have your child take if you would like. Or sometimes like it'll say, you know, write the word on the board and have your student write it like 3 times or something like that. So you can get like a little composition notebook, and I'll show you one over here. I just wrote the word, and then I had my daughter, you know, write it 3 times. And then I'll have like sentences that you can dictate to them and, you know, have them write the sentences. So I don't grade it like a test or anything. I just like do it and see how she does on it. And I just, you know, like here was the spelling, and I said the word, and then I just like let her write it. And if she messed up on it, I just went back with her and I tried to help her like sound it out and read what she wrote. Like, okay, you wrote that like this. She had wrote with a T at the end, and I was like, it, just read that back. Or like here, this one, they had the sentence, and I just wrote the sentence, and then I let her copy it. So you could do, you know, what you want there. Okay, so in the very back of the teacher's manual, they have the answers to the workbook, and they have some additional resources that you can use with your child. After every couple of lessons, they have a test, and you can, you know, if you don't want to do the test, you don't have to, or you can just do it as extra practice, assessment, or something like that. But they do have a test, you know, for you to do. So test one, B1, I think this was after chapter 15. So it's 2 pages, and it's not like a surprise, like a shock, because they do something similar to this in their workbook. And I like that because I remember being in school and the teachers were playing games, you know, like you get a test and it's like, what is this? Like, did we even learn any of this? Oh, you learned it. It was, or you had to read it or on your own or something like that. Maybe not in first grade, but I remember them doing that. And, you know, but anyway, I just like that it's something that they have seen before. They just, you know, maybe the sentence is a little bit different. So, you know, that's one test, and here's another test. Of course, the test is going to get more as they're learning more different things. And the answers to the test, and then they have some resources for reading, you know, what kind of books you can read to them in the earlier grades, teaching resources, yeah. And that's it. I will just do like a little baby flip through of the workbook. Ours got kind of damaged because one of my kids spilled water on the table, but it's still usable. We can still use it. But you can see that it's a phonics book, you know. They have to put in the missing vowels. And here's some sentence comprehension. Some parts of this remind me of Explode the Code, because Explode the Code has sentences like this. I don't know, maybe every phonics curriculum has sentences like this. The only ones we really did was Explode the Code. So, but yeah, that's what that looks like. Okay, that's it for this video. Let me know if you guys have used this curriculum, what you thought about it. And I want it to be a resource for somebody who is looking for, you know, curriculum for their child, and especially if you're looking for a Catholic reader or something like that. And I forgot to say, in the teacher's manual, some stories, it will point to, like, you know, different virtues, different, you know, Christian moral teachings, and it will, you know, give that as a teaching opportunity with your child to teach them about kindness and caring for other people and stuff like that. So I do like that they add that into the curriculum as well. And I like the stories that they're, you know, wholesome, and they are just good for little kids, and they do provide like a variety. So yeah, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.